All right, guys, so in my previous video I showed you guys a very easy to replicate strategy, something that will work on every financial market. Like I said in that video, guys, trust me, our trading pattern, our trading technique is what you can use to approach just any financial market, as long as you have your charts. And if you follow this, guys, if you follow this very well, you will do well for yourself. You just need to understand how this works, and then practice it to a point of perfection, right? Practice it till you are perfect with it. You can do it even when you are just up from sleep. You're just waking up from sleep, yeah? So make sure that you follow me on this one, guys. You can see here is the entry. This is step index. On the previous video, I think that was VIX 25, right? That was VIX 25, and then this is exactly how I traded that market, and we made a lot of profit. Myself and my VIP members made a lot of profit, guys. On this particular one, we are still milking, guys. You can see we are here already. VIPs are milking, guys. This is the previous trades. Okay, this is still the step index here. This is the previous trade. Some positions are still running right now, and trust me, guys, like I said, this is very easy to replicate. Okay, you don't need indicators for this. Okay, you just have to understand a simple step-by-step guide how you can do it from top to bottom to the point where you are taking your trade. You can see we are still milking, guys. We are still milking it right now. It's still dropping, guys. It's still dropping. Now look at this entry, guys. Look at this SL. All right, when I gave out this trade initially, I was expecting a retest even up to this point. So my SL at first was going to be around there, but the lot size I traded with was little, right? It was very little compared to the positions I stacked after this retracement, or this retest of this level, and then this sudden drop. Okay, so you have to understand how to leverage your account. You know, the equity you're trading on, you have to understand how to risk properly and not overdo it, or over leverage it, or over you don't just have to outdo yourself. Okay, so this is simple, guys. Like I said, this is simple. It's just 4 steps. It's just 4 simple steps. The first thing first is for you to know the direction of the market, understand where it is going on a higher time frame. All right, on a higher time frame, understand where the market is going and follow it. Okay, following it means following the trend, not going against the trend. Okay, and then you have to know you have to have a starting point where you want to be jumping into the market from, right? You don't want to just open the chart, see that the market is selling, and you just jump inside and start selling, right? You have to have a point where you feel like, okay, if these guys can come back to this level, or if these guys can actually just pull to this level, then I'm going to join them and drop with them, right? That point is where we know as the zones, guys. We know these points as the zones, right? This is step index I am selling. So if I am selling, I want to be looking at the resistance zones, right? If I'm buying, I want to look at the support zones. All right, so after you know the direction of the market, you need to have zones where you want to be trading from, and this is best achieved on higher time frame. Okay, if you find zones on a lower time frame, there are chances that it might be busted. It just might not respect your analysis. Okay, so these are best done on a higher time frame. So yeah, you can see that this area here, let me show you a clean zone. This is an area where price just reversed from. Okay, you can see the long rejections here, and then price just keeps pulling back at that level. All right, and when it pulls back, where does it go to? It goes all the way down to this level. It goes all the way down to this level, guys. All right, it goes all the way down to this level. So you get to see something like this. If you are drawing a trend line, you get to see something like this. Sorry, I have to adjust my screen to be able to show you guys what I'm talking about. So you can see that whenever price comes up to the upper trend line here, it does what? It just goes back. It just goes back. Whenever price comes to this level, it drops. Whenever it comes up to that level, all right, whenever it comes to that trend line above, it drops. All right, so you are expecting price to drop back to this level. Okay, we are, no matter how long it will take, price is going to have to drop back to this level unless there is a change of direction. Okay, if there's a change of direction, that means we might be seeing something like this. Price just might come up and then probably just retest that level and then pulls back up from that level. That means there's a change of direction, and we'll be looking out for buying opportunities at that point. Okay, but until that happens, we are still looking at selling because the market is in a proper downtrend. You can see clearly. All right, so since we are selling, we are expecting price to come all the way down to this level. All right, so by the time price will move from this key resistance here to this level, traders must have made a lot of money. People who are selling, I mean, must have made a lot of money just following price all the way down, right? So this is us. This is me and my VIP members just tapping in to collect our own share. The market is not ours. We just enter to take what we can and leave as soon as we can, right? So we are taking our own share. We are expecting it to come to this level before we leave the market. Okay, so so far so good. It's been going in our direction and we are doing perfectly fine. All right, so if after you see the market direction, the first thing first, you see the area where you want to be trading from, you have to analyze it from the higher time frame, like I said. So on a higher time frame, we saw that this area usually pushes price back. This area usually just drops price, and when price drops, what does it do? It goes back to retest the previous low before it pulls back up again, right? That's why I said we are expecting it to come all the way down to the other level I highlighted on the 4 hours time. I mean, the other level I highlighted earlier, yeah, all the way down to this level, right? So if that happens, that means our TP would be hit. You can see it's still dropping towards our TP, guys. It might take a while to hit that TP, but it's still dropping towards that level. Okay, we just might secure whenever we want to, whenever we feel like it's necessary for us to secure, right? But for now, let's just keep milking. All right, so you can see that this is the key resistance, and all we are looking for is selling opportunities, right? So since we could not enter at this level, this is the key level where we're supposed to enter from, but since we can't enter at this level, and we know very well that price is still going to be dropping to this level, it just might pull back. That happens a lot. It just might pull back, try to retest the previous highs and lows till it drops. You know how it moves. Price usually has, I mean, the market has a wave pattern, right? It doesn't move all the way straight up or all the way straight down. It just has a wave pattern where it just moves in some type of way, right? So however it's going to take it to go down, I don't know, but it's going to definitely go down. That's why we were looking for opportunities inside the I mean on a lower time frame. Okay, so you need to look out for areas where you see quick retest, like in the case here on a 30-minute time frame. Let's go to 15 minutes time frame, right? On a 15 minutes time frame, we noticed price had retested this zone. Price had pulled up to this zone and then dropped again from that zone. Okay, so after that happens, what happens? We're expecting it to drop and then create another structure below and then pull back and keep dropping just like that, and that is what happened, guys. So after you find the direction of the market, you look for areas where you want to be trading from. You go to you look at the candlesticks. After you've seen the areas where you want to be trading from, that's your support or resistance, as the case may be. The next thing you want to do is look at the candlestick patterns around that, like here, around that support. So like I said, on the 15 minutes time frame, price had pulled back to retest this level and then dropped, and then that created this structure on the 5 minutes time frame. You can see what happened here on the 5 minutes time frame. We had this structure here. All right, price had pulled back to recreate this structure, and this was a quick retest. You can see the rejections here. So looking at the candlesticks, you want to be seeing selling signals on the candlesticks. You want to see that the candlesticks are telling you to sell from the higher time frame down to the lower time frame, right? You want to be seeing that more of the candlesticks on all of these time frames put together are signaling the selling opportunities, right? If you're seeing more of the buying opportunities, there is every tendency that buyers just might come in and put price upwards again. All right, but if you see more of selling opportunities, then you want to put all of these conditions together and see that you have met the 4 conditions I just called. Like the first one, you want to be seeing the direction of the market. You want to see that it is on a downtrend if you want to be selling. You want to see that it's on an uptrend if you want to be buying. You want to highlight the areas you want to be trading from, the support and resistance areas for selling. For sellers, of course, you want to be selling from your resistance. Okay, for buyers, you want to be buying from your support. Okay, after that, you want to make sure that price comes to those areas, and then you want to look out for the candlestick patterns, the candlestick formations, whatever you understand on the candlesticks. You just look at it at that level. Make sure that you're seeing the rejections that signals the sell. Make sure you're seeing the double bottom, the double top pattern. Make sure you're seeing whatever signals the sell market to you, a sell signal to you. Just make sure you see all of that on that level, and then place your trade. You can see where my SL is right here. All right, you can see my SL is just right here. And then if price had pulled back up onto this level, right, I'd just be kicked out around here, and I wouldn't lose too much. Okay, right. So but for right now, price just keeps respecting, and we are still milking, guys. So I'm going to be dropping my WhatsApp number on the description of this video in case you have any confusion, right? You have anything that you want to be or you want to be corrected, or you have any challenge that you want to understand, you need clarity on anything. In case you need clarity on anything, right, you can just hit me up on WhatsApp. I'll be dropping my WhatsApp number on the description of this video, guys. I'll also be dropping our Telegram link. You can join in and see what we're doing, guys. Join in. We are kicking off our mentorship program very soon, a couple of days from now. So make sure you opt in, guys. Learn all there is to know to make this money for yourself, guys. There's nothing as good as having this skill, guys. You have financial freedom, you have time freedom. That is the best part, guys. Peace.